Axiom makes a surprise appearance on Smackdown and takes on Gunther as the hometown hero. Street Profits pick up the WWE Tag Team titles, defeating DIY. We review Smackdown and Raw every single week, and now the WWE is on their European tour ahead of WrestleMania. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss anything coming up. Stay tuned and let's get into it.
We are in Barcelona, Espanol, on our road to WrestleMania. LA Knight, who starts the show with an electric crowd. Spain, phenomenal. I was like, oh, we're going to get any ole, ole, ole.
Immediately.
And immediately we get that chant. Jimmy interrupts, thank God. The better Uso brother, great on the mic. And then Solo comes out. Little brother Solo with his gang of hooligans, Tama and Fatu. Braun comes out because they start scrapping. 6-man tag match to start off the show. Pretty good match.
Yeah.
Take us through it.
A lot of heavy hitters in this ring. Like Bev said, the crowd was absolutely electric. They really were part of the roster tonight, man. They made everything feel so much more impactful. Solo hitting his usual spots. The fans excited to see Jacob Fatu tag into the ring. But ultimately, it is the babyfaces who pick up the win, starting the show off and a nice feel-good moment.
Jade Cargill interview with Kathy Kelly talking about the Naomi situation and what she saw. She said she got hit in the back of the head. It was turning black and she saw Naomi. She saw the glow as the lights dimmed down.
Crazy.
And we get an annoying laugh.
Oh.
Just off the edge of the screen, and instantly we knew who it was. Liv Morgan, Raquel, pathetic bums. Terrible version of the tag team. They couldn't lace Jade and Bianca. They couldn't lace their boots. I don't know why they're talking so big. And it was filmed kind of weird, like it was a scene in The Office or something.
Yeah, it was
so
a bit.
odd.
Yeah, I love this segment. I really enjoyed this segment. Seeing Jade be able to talk about the actual attack, that was really interesting, dude. But that being said, Liv and Raquel have a bit of a bone to pick with Jade because they've been having accusations thrown at them for weeks because of this. Not that we ever believed it. Come on. But we get Jade and Liv set up for next week. Jade's going to eat Liv alive. Come on. Jade could batter, in real life, parking lot brawl. She could batter most of this women's roster, and Liv doesn't stand a chance, even with the run that Liv's been on.
Raquel's going to understand the meaning of a strong woman, bro, because everyone keeps talking about Raquel strong. She ain't strong. She's just big, and she picks up little people, okay? Charlotte Flair versus B-Fab in a match. I don't know why we got this match. Charlotte Flair picks up the win. She made a tap. Okay. The main point, Tiffy comes out and they scrap, and they have that segment that Cammy really doesn't enjoy, where it's just 20 security guards that can't hold back 2 people.
In it. 20 security guards can't hold back 2 women. And dude, they do the same thing where one of them's in the corner and then it's like, get off me, and they jump at the other one. I despise this spot, and it's at the point now where WWE must actually be editing this on autopilot, like sending them out there. They do this every week. They did it with Cody and KO. I hate this spot so terribly much. I think they've done it with Jay and Gunther as well. Dear God, it doesn't heat up a feud at all. It's like it's fully lost on it. The most interesting part of this segment, however, was Tiffy. She was channeling her inner Jeff Hardy, diving off of everything, dived off the top rope, hit a moonsault into a crowd of security guards and Charlotte Flair. And then again later, just before this next Miz TV segment, she jumps off the Titantron onto everyone and almost overshoots them and kills herself on live TV. But it was fantastic. That part was. The rest of it was absolute dog shit. And it's just heating up a feud with like a 1 amp microwave. Like, it is terrible.
Cody Rhodes on Miz TV.
What a terrible show guest.
Yeah, he just 30 seconds in beats him up and then calls out John Cena and pieces out.
Terrible.
That was it.
Absolutely shocking.
The whole segment was about 2 minutes, not including the intro.
Yeah.
Which was longer than that.
Yeah, and The Miz didn't do anything wrong, I might add. He told the audience to stop singing his song because he wanted to get to business and wanted to ask him hard-hitting questions. Cody running from those questions seemingly and hitting a crossroads on The Miz who did not deserve it.
Drew McIntyre interrupts Damian versus Shinsuke's match. Fuck's sake, dude. There's so many terrible WrestleMania matches. I'm sorry. Jay versus Gunther, not interesting. Charlotte versus Tiffy, not interested. Fucking Damian versus Drew, not interested. I'm fed up of all these shit matches at WrestleMania. This is supposed to be the biggest show. I mean, thank God John Cena versus Cody. Yeah. That's going to be good. The Rock comes out. Maybe Cody Rhodes gets his link back on Travis Scott. That interests me. But all of those matches I just said before this, Those are like night 1 matches.
Yeah.
They can't be on the night 2, or else it's going to be a bad, long night, dude.
I know, and I don't think the John Cena stuff, as big as this heel turn is, it's not enough. If the show is full of shows like this, the John Cena match with Cody will be fantastic, but it won't be enough to carry this Mania, I don't think, dude. Especially now it's 2 nights, but which one are you least excited for?
Out of those 3.
Yeah.
I think with Jey Uso, that's going to be a fun pop when it does win.
Yeah.
Tiffy, there's really nothing. Damien, at least Drew's there, so I think maybe Tiffy versus Charlotte
was the least. The one thing I will say, though, is Damien and Drew's the only one without a title on the line. That is literally it.
And the reason it doesn't have a title is because it's Drew goddamn McIntyre.
Yeah.
There's a reason they don't put a belt on him, because he doesn't need a belt to sell merch, bro.
Of course not. No. The match gets thrown out for no contest, apparently, with Drew McIntyre storming the ring and attacking Damien. He leaves Damien on his face, dude. Absolutely batters him. Hits him with a Claymore as well. Shinsuke even hits him with a Kinshasa as well. And Drew sort of gives him a little nod and a grin. God, is Drew going to the fucking tag division?
Stop.
I know, it's a nightmare. But, you know, Shinsuke's still around, I guess. We'll see how long that lasts.
Randy Orton versus Carmelo Hayes.
I'm sorry, man.
Take it away.
This match, absolutely cooked. I love this match, and we knew it would. Carmelo is bouncy. There's only one would say it. He's fantastic on those ropes and glides through the ring so effortlessly. And Randy Orton is just a pedigree staple of the industry in the ring.
Would you say he's him?
Well, that's what I thought before the final bell rang. Carmelo came into this match as him and left as a bitch. He got battered. Randy hits an RKO after pretty much no-selling one of his moves and then offers him a handshake at the end of the match. Melo doesn't take it.
Randy assaults him after the match, and he'll be hearing from Carmelo's lawyers.
But not only does he assault him, he does something that is crazy from Randy. Just proving that this Randy is so deranged. He sets up a punt kick on Carmelo Hayes, who is just some arrogant arsehole in the back. He's done nothing wrong to Randy apart from wrestling him, and Randy's about to murder him in the ring. Luckily, thank God, there is one saint at ringside who pulls Carmelo out of there, and it is Kevin Owens, who then immediately bails from the arena to run from Randy. I don't know what KO was doing there. I don't know why he'd even saved Carmelo. Probably just to not give Randy the satisfaction, I guess. I don't know. I'm excited. Another match at Mania that this will surely be. I'm excited for Randy and KO.
Yeah. That's a night 2 match.
Oh,
That's
fuck yeah,
match.
dude. Absolutely.
Gunther comes out and calls out an opponent. I guess he set this up. Some people in the fan knew it was happening. Axiom gets called up.
Crazy, yeah.
Which is crazy. I'm happy about it. I like Axiom.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to see him do a singles match, as he is primarily a tag match.
Over on NXT, yeah.
Of course, Gunther wins. However, Axiom didn't look weak. They both looked good at the end of the match.
Yeah, I'd say.
I'm happy with it. He goes for a Spanish fly in Spain.
Gunther and Axiom, much like Bev just said, they both look good. This is what we wanted from Gunther the entire time. Calling out opponents that could beat him, but still winning, is what I want to see from Gunther. Not Otis, not Akira Tozawa. He calls out Axiom, who, for a lot of the match, beat Gunther up. He did. He looked really good. Gunther, at one point during the match as well, tries to remove Axiom's mask.
Yeah.
Great heel shit there.
One thing about Gunther is he's become so predictable.
He is, on the mic
that
especially.
We've really just noted it down. We knew everything he was going to say. We knew he was going to talk about Real Madrid being better. Sorry,
Madrid. Yeah.
We knew he was going to say Madrid's better, and then we knew he was going to choke out Axiom at the end of the match. It's becoming so predictable. Gunther needs to switch it up because he's such a good heel, and I guess the level of standards he's set himself at, it's hard to keep it up.
Yeah. And one thing, I think this rivalry with Jey Uso is just bringing the stock of both men down. For me, anyway. I don't know. The same shit every week. It's making Gunther seem predictable because he's doing the same shit. One thing that I'm happy to say is that we do not get Jey Uso coming out to save him, to save Axiom. I thought they'd do that as a bit of a, I say cheap pop, for a bit of a pop away abroad, because those Spanish fans would have gone absolutely ape shit if Jey Uso came out. Thankfully, we don't get that. The main event of this Smackdown in Barcelona, we get the Street Profits versus DIY. Didn't have a lot of hope for Street Profits here. I thought this story leading into Mania had DIY as the champions reigning into Mania, but it doesn't happen. Tonight, Street Profits got the win over DIY in a fantastic match. Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford are gems in the ring, and they hit so many nice moves. I encourage you to go watch this match. We get a 450 splash from Montez Ford, but I think it was Johnny Gargano got his knees up. We get great tag team move. Angelo Dawkins hurdles one of the DIY members. Just absolutely fantastic. He is like a gazelle. And they pick up the win after a few false finishes there. There was moments when it looked like DIY had it won, when Street Profits had it won and DIY would intercept it. But they do, and it's a really nice, heartwarming moment for them. Yeah, I still don't know if they're heels or not, because they've started wearing all black all the time and cutting these really intense promos. But they're still dapping people up on the way out. People are cheering for them. Loving the Street Profits at the minute. And I'm loving the tag team division over on SmackDown.
They're like heels that are all right. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have to act bad, but that's because the world made them like that.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
You know what I mean?
The world creates
too much bullshit going on with Street Profits. I'm glad they've won the title. I'm glad DIY's not tag team champions anymore. Because my God, were they making that belt look terrible?
Yeah,
Tommaso
really
Ciampa.
Holding like library books.
Oh my God, they were so lame.
They were lame.
That heel.
And now I can only hope that them losing the titles encourages to get the best out of them again. They were having great matches when they were baby faces. The heel turn was a great moment. Just hoping that they're gonna have to claw their way back now. And let's see what happens. But this concludes this week of SmackDown in Spain. It was a fun show, especially heated up towards the end. The crowd was the MVP of the show. They were fantastic, and I'm sure it'll be like that in every other country that they go to on this road to WrestleMania tour. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe so you never miss anything coming up. And that's all from us.
NoPop.
NoPop.